Welcome to FIFA Predicts, predicting the big games in the football world via the medium of FIFA 20 computer versus computer. With me, as ever, is Ian Five Ankles.
Hello.
Optimism at Anfield. You can see the players there bursting with excitement.
Yes, and look at the fans on the Kop. Every single one has exactly the same scarf held aloft.
Do they not know how to wear scarves in Liverpool?
They think that's what scarves are for.
I guess if the wind's blowing towards this direction, you will shield your eyes from the cold. Who wants cold eyes?
Yeah, it's good to have warm eyes, but there are people that have stood there for 50 years and not seen a single ball kicked.
Emotional return for Brendan Rodgers to Anfield. Yeah. He's unfurled a 30-foot banner that he's going to let the Kop show in his honour. When You'll Never Walk Alone plays, he's going to stand in the centre circle and just applaud all sections of the crowd.
He's always felt that song was about him, and he still thinks that, even though he's at Leicester.
Mo Salah scored the first goal. He was on hand to pounce on a mistake from Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans linked with Man United in January. Are Man United that far behind? I mean...
Yeah, are United that far behind Liverpool? I'm not sure. I've done a combined Liverpool and Man United 11. Let's take a look.
So that's just all Liverpool players there, Ian?
Yeah, so I think they are that far behind Liverpool.
Not even in the subs. I mean, for a Carabao Cup game, surely play a few Man United players.
Maybe chuck McTominay in for the last 3 minutes against Rotherham or something like that.
Mo Salah scores with his right foot. That's a collector's item.
Yeah, I collect things like that.
You collect feet?
Yeah, I'm going to have Mo Salah's right foot on my mantelpiece.
Well, he needs his foot. You can't.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask him to detach it. He's just going to stand on the mantelpiece and just emphasise his right foot.
How tall's your ceiling?
Well, I've already thought of that. I've drilled a hole in the ceiling so he can stand fully erect.
Liverpool tried to keep a lid on the game like a simmering casserole, but Leicester removed that lid and added some spice of their own, some Skittles vodka, in tribute to Jamie Vardy.
Num.
Tielemans, what a player.
Yes, he's a very important player to Leicester, and I think as soon as he himself realises that, he'll want to go somewhere bigger and better.
Now, Ben Chilwell in the celebration, he superglued his head to Tielemans. What's the thinking there?
We think that he's just trying to create a bigger mass that will make it easier to defend the inevitable Liverpool onslaught. He's not really done his homework because it's really hard to see if I glue my forehead. Yeah. I mean, I can't see what's going on over there.
But if you put a 45-degree mirror there, I could actually see like a periscope. So I could still see that way, and if you put one that way, we could both see in both directions.
I don't think he thought of that, though.
Firmino, a fantastic finish, but the real story is in the celebration. What's he letting through there? What's going on?
Around the Anfield ground, Firmino has hundreds of imaginary friends, and he's just introducing the crowd to two of those.
So he's got imaginary friends.
Yeah. If you look at his Facebook account, he's got 2,000 friends. Not a single one of them is a real person.
The penalty incident. Was this a penalty, Ian? Should it have been checked by VAR?
It's getting to the point now with VAR that I don't know what penalties is.
Referees, should they be making a mistake now that VAR exists?
No.
It's objective.
Mistakes should not be happening at all.
If a referee does make a mistake, should they be punished, and how?
Absolutely, yes.
How should they be punished?
Incarcerate them.
They should actually be put in prison for making a mistake. A referee's mistake can cost a club millions of pounds. That's
fraud.
white collar fraud.
It's fraud, yes. So put them in prison. It's not like society will be throwing them away. This will be very useful in prison. They can referee yard fights. They can supervise dinner queues.
A lot of the bigger prisoners get 2 puddings.
The referees will stamp out this 2 pudding lark, and if they get it wrong, it will go to VAR.
So was it a penalty, Ian?
I don't know, it's too close to call.
Then, just on half-time, Leicester's backline fell asleep. What a ridiculous mistake. Brendan Rodgers would be furious. What's he said to the players at half-time?
Well, I think he'll put on one of his famous relaxation CDs.
Relax.
Whatever he said at half-time seemed to have worked because they reduced the deficit even further. Harvey Barnes, what a strike from the youngster. He's got mesmeric feet. However, Joel Matip ran away before the feet started. Was it something in his eyes?
Yes, I think if you look closely, Harvey Barnes is able to move inanimate objects with the power of his mind.
And of course, that's why he's nicknamed Matilda in the dressing room.
Yeah, there's always stuff flying around above his head in the dressing room. It's really distracting.
Can he move players like Wes Morgan? Where's his threshold?
He did that in training.
You're going to get a hernia from concentrating that much.
Yeah,
I know Matilda, she got a hernia in Matilda too. Leicester, they could have levelled, but Ndidi's header was weaker than a slug at a snail's house-building conference. And Jamie Vardy, he was through on goal, but he passed to Van Dijk. What's his thinking there?
Well, such is the majesty of Van Dijk's presence now that most attackers feel, I'll just give him the ball and be done with it.
So 3-2, it finished. Now competition time. Predict the score of the real game in the comments section below. Get it right, and Ian's got a very interesting prize.
I will direct tweet you a photograph of my breakfast.
Wow, that's impressive. What breakfast are you thinking of?
Don't really eat breakfast, to be honest.
Right.
I mean, I can probably find an egg or something.
And congratulations to last week's winner. Your winner was this winner.
Whoever out of these people comments first on this video wins my copy of FIFA 19. Good luck!
See you next time on FIFA Predicts. Bye!
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.